Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to play with our Multiverse characters. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do. We're going to look at a few things that have been added to the game, and then we'll take it from there, I suppose. So let's just give me half a second to set up things on my end, and then we'll be good to go. Almost there. Stay on target. So there we go. So let's start by doing a few simple things. Let's start our old friend, the cat over here. Sadly, as you can see, 99% of the time, our kitty friend, will give us some junky junk. But once in a long while, he will give us a valuable item. It doesn't happen all that often, but once in a while it does happen. The same with our little friend, Mixius Pitalik. Although with Mixius Pitalik, it happens more often than not that we actually get something valuable. Hello, guys. Hello, Banana. Hello, Red Panther. Hello, that Solf guy. Hello, George. So let's see what our friend Mixius Pitalik gave us. I have a few things also that I should sell on a broker. I'll do that some other time. Sadly, we only got nothing good from our friend Mixius Pitalik. It's sad, but it happens. So today we're going to love. Thank you, George. Hello, Joseph. Or is it Joseph? Uh, Banana, I have to admit, not really. I have a lot of subscribers now, so I'm sorry if I forgot if I forget your name. So one of the first thing we're going to look at is the Speed Force Spectrum. Let's go to our little. It's frozen. The stream is frozen, or? Sorry, Lana. It should ring a bell, but it doesn't.
Hey, look who it is!
Sure. Oh, your frozen concept. Now I get it. So if you look at the marketplace, now they've added a new item to the marketplace. The marketplace, which is the Speed Force Spectrum that I'm wearing right now. Let's see how much it is. It's 540 market cash. That's if you're a subscriber. I suspect if you're not a subscriber, it's 600 market cash. Let's see if. Okay, I've claimed everything. So they've added the Speed Force Spectrum suit here. And what else did they add? Oh yeah, and also they've upgraded the artifacts. For the All-Man armor, you have to be combat rating 207. So they've made a few changes to the artifacts. They've basically upgraded the artifacts so that now the artifacts can go all the way up to level 120. So previously the level cap was 100, but they've increased the level cap a bit, and basically it increases the power distribution. Like in the case of the Parasite Power artifact, the power distribution would be 8% instead of 6%, and the precision would be 1.33% as opposed to just 1%. Not a big change, but an upgrade is an upgrade. Well, technically for Reverse Flash, whatever items we have for Flash, the Flash Boots, the Flash Emblem, the Flash Cowl, all that stuff works for Reverse Flash as well. The same with the Speed Force Spectrum Belt. Like the Speed Force Spectrum Belt is what I use for the Flash character, but I think I use it also for the Reverse Flash. Although there is also a Villain Belt you can use for the Reverse Flash. I can play with subs anytime, Solve Guy. It just depends on what people want to play. So, and they've added also a new catalyst. Well, let's go again to the marketplace. No problem, Pantha. Like if you look through the seals and catalysts, you can see that now they've added rank 120 catalysts. I forget what the actual name is. Let's go back to. Not sure exactly what the new catalysts are named. Let's take a quick look. Oh, it's Speed Force Energy. So once your artifact reaches level 130, you're going to need some Speed Force Energy catalysts. Well, the replay badges help you to be able to gather more gear, and that will increase your CR. So yeah, replay badges would help you increase your CR technically. I'm not sure. Martian Manhunter is pretty popular on Supergirl right now, but he's still a pretty obscure character, so I'm not sure if they'll ever add any specific Martian Manhunter material. So let's take a quick look. I guess we could try and farm for some catalysts. So let's try with those to get us started, and we'll work our way from there. That was quick. Been a while since I played that mission, but I should remember it well enough. As you can see, I made an adapted version of the original Captain Marvel look. The prices on the broker depends on many things. It could be that at the time that this car was put on the broker, there was no aura for sale, or the people who did put up the aura for sale didn't look at the collection, or vice versa. Like maybe the person who did put the collection for sale didn't look up if how much the aura actually was. So it'll happen. Sometimes the aura itself will be cheaper than buying all the collections. That's why you have to shop the broker as much as possible. Hello, Nebula. I hate when it does that.
Never the most friendly creatures to begin with, and now they've been twisted even more by Typhon's return.
Well, the Atlantis episode should be here, I suspect, mid-March or something like that. So there's still plenty of time to play the Earth 3 content if you want to. I guess I'm gonna have to tweak my loadout a bit. I keep on running out of power. It's usually not an issue unless the fight lasts a bit longer. For the all-man armor, sadly, you have to be combat rating 207, and that does take a while. It's sad, but it's one of the sad things about having some looks somehow locked behind basically high-level missions. Yeah, Deluge is the Atlantis episode. But it's only going to come out, I'd say, mid-March. We did not see it on the test server just yet. Usually, once it drops on the test server, it usually drops then on the live servers roughly 2 weeks after. So, it didn't drop on the test server just yet, at least not as far as I know. But once it does drop, I'll try to let you guys know about it. And it'll give us an idea of when exactly it should drop in the month of March.
Channeling the power of the underworld through those braziers. Extinguish them and I shall gain back my energies. Soon your torment will begin, Ixion. I will not be defeated. You are weak, Hades.
Ah, come on.
I have enough strength to defeat one such as you, Ixion.
So you can see what the Speed Force energy looks like.
Now in hell as it was above, Ixion, you are an impotent lord and truly reign over nothing.
And let's see if the cape will give us anything. Yeah, we already have it.
You were wise for helping me regain my rightful place as king and ruler of the
So let's
dead.
give a little bow to our friend.
Zeus and I both lost our crowns, but it is I, Hades, who regained mine.
Yeah, once the new DLC comes out, you won't be able to access Earth 3 anymore, but you will have access to the new DLC. Oh yeah, Joseph, just send me an invite and we'll see what we can do. Lana, you wanted to play a mission also a bit earlier. Lana and Joseph and whoever else wants to. I'll wait like 5 minutes for you guys to invite me or something, and we'll work something out. Actually, we do have an iconic look for Mera that's coming up with Deluge. So if you're just a bit patient, we will get a new Mera look before long. But yeah, Eric, once the new DLC comes out, if you didn't purchase the DLC or if you're not a legendary player, you will not be able to go to Earth 3 anymore. But you're going to be able to yeah, and Nebula, come along. Well, let's do well, you can invite my character or write down the name of your character and I'll invite you. Hello, Aito XXXX AK-47. Well, if you're a legendary player, you're gonna you're gonna have access to Earth 3. Oh, but no, you won't. You won't have access to Earth 3 because you won't. You have to be combat rating 207 to have access to Earth 3. So there's two conditions that I failed to mention. So once we get the new DLC, in order to gain access to Earth 3, you're going to need to be legendary, or you're going to need to have purchased the episode, and of course you're going to have to be combat rating 207. Joey Thunder Striker, is that your character? Oh, I see. You play on PS3, but you don't. Sorry, lad. Well, once you get a PS4, Lana, we should be able to play together. So let's see. Oh, actually, let's do one thing better. Joey Thunder Strike. Is there supposed to be 2R? Oh yeah. No, I'm on the US server. Right now I'm on US PS4 or PS4 PC if you want. So if you guys are playing on the European server, very sorry about that. So let's see what mission we can play with our friend Thunder Striker. We could play the first piece and get some Stellarium. Some of you guys often ask me how to make money in this universe online. Usually my go-to answer is to sell collections on a broker. But there's another thing you can also sell on a broker. It's catalysts. So if you're able to farm for catalysts, that's a really good thing to be able to sell on a broker. The catalysts are pretty much in demand right now. I don't know if they'll ever always be in demand or if it's gonna pass at some point. But right now the demand is pretty good for catalysts. You can, in some cases, you can ask for a pretty good price. Yeah, I've been to. It says that I'm not sure why. I thought that maybe I had set up so that I would be invisible to people or something, and I have no idea why it does that. Send me an invite anyway, Nebula, and I'll accept it anyways. That's a mission called the first piece, I think. It's a mission where you have to help Hawk Girl and Hawkman against the evil Abracadabra. Let's take a minute to look around just to be sure. I've done this mission a few times, but I wouldn't be surprised if I forgot a collection or something in the corner. Oh, thank you, David. It could be, are you playing on the European servers, on the US servers? If you're playing on the European servers, probably doesn't work. But I'll try to invite you, DC Comics. If you're in Xbox, that's why I'm playing on the PS4.
The artifact is somewhere above your current location. Keep searching and take out any more of those mercenaries you come across. They're clearly working against us here.
Sorry about that. Who knows, maybe someday I'll be crazy enough to purchase an Xbox and then we'll all be able to play together. I hear something. Oh, there it is.
I hope you're wearing armor.
That's Quantum. Yeah, I know a few people who tried to go see it, and sadly they weren't able to. They had to go see something else. So they'll probably try again next week or something. Well, they made a lot of money, so it's not surprising if the theater was packed. A lot of people went to see that movie. So I guess we're done here.
Looks like my backup plan may keep
I've played that mission a few times, but usually we rush to the boss, quote unquote. So I never really can take the time to really explore the map. So it's nice to be able to do that a bit. Oh, I haven't seen it. I guess you're asking Eric?
This is a little unconventional, but I need you all to make nice and work together. A whole lot hangs in the balance, and we must get those artifacts. Check that safe. One of them has got to be in there. Empty. My sensors must be experiencing some temporal interference. I only hope it's not too late to get the other artifact. I know you're thinking, another damn artifact. But my... the future depends on it.
I guess we're done here. Right now, pretty much everyone who sent me a comment about the movie enjoyed it.
Okay, it's got to be here somewhere. Hurry and find it before they get away with this artifact as well.
I haven't seen the film yet. I heard a bit of the soundtrack, and I was really pleasantly surprised. Yeah, the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 was a bit disappointing.
Have come here to protect the artifact, but I don't know why he's attacking us. What's going on with you? Snap out of it. I'm not ready to start the cycle again. Find out who's behind all this.
You're getting really close.
Sometimes there's a collection here. I guess not today. Nope, our friend Joey. You have to gather valuable items. The easiest valuable items to get usually are collections. But there's also catalysts. Catalysts can make you good money on the marketplace, on the broker, I should say. So if you farm and farm and farm for catalyst, you should be able to make at least a few pennies. But usually I'll mention farming for collections. The reason for that is you can farm for collections indefinitely. Like if you want to farm for 55 minutes, 15 minutes, 100 minutes, you decide. For Catalyst it's a bit trickier because first you need to get into a group to be able to farm for Catalyst. So you have to queue for mission, you have to hope that the mission will not take too long to pop, and then you have to hope to be able to finish the mission. So you depend a lot on, let's say, external forces, as opposed to if you farm for collections. For collections, you need no one else but yourself. So you just find a spot in Gotham or Metropolis where you can get collections, you fly around, and you gather those collections. So here we got some nice Stellarium. So either you need some Stellarium to upgrade your artifact, or even better, you can sell it on the broker for a handful of quarters. Or two.
As you can see, that artifact was concealing within it an ancient secret. It's important that you hold on to that device and keep it safe from those mercenaries or their boss.
Unfortunately, the bastard who hired Abracadabra and those mercenaries still got away with the artifact from the warehouse safe.
Bideo? Why Bideo?
Excellent work. Hot Girl will take it from here. You can bet you'll be here.
Yeah, you can sell Catalyst on the broker. You can sell anything on the broker. You could sell simple or complex materials on the broker. You could sell... There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can sell. And I guess... Is there an exit? Or do we have to... Ah, there we go. You get it from playing the zoo mission, if I recall correctly. We have to exit. There we go. For the Man-Bat trinket, you can get it from the broker. At some point it was really cheap on the broker. Or you can get it just playing the zoo mission. There we go, the Gotham City Zoo. You have a chance to get the trinket from there if you're lucky. So let's see. No. I guess we could try this one. I'm trying to find missions where we can get the catalysts. So we just did this one. Let's see what else we could play. I guess we'll have to go play this one. To half your inventory item? Oh yeah, I forgot to invite our friend Six Patch.
You have been recruited for a classified Task Force X mission. You'll be working with members of
I guess we'll have to
Suicide
wait
Squad
for next
until
time.
all objectives are complete. I advise you to stick to the mission.
Don't expect them to upgrade the graphics. They won't do like a big graphic update. They did that once before when the game went live to on PS4. But don't expect them to do that just because they dropped the PS3. What I would suggest you expect instead is that odds are they will probably upgrade the game bit by bit. Like basically not too long ago they had a new version for the Dark Spectre suit. They had a new version for the Speed Force Spectrum suit. So that's the kind of update that they could do in the future. So my guess is that they'll upgrade either older style once in a while, or they'll upgrade certain maps from time to time. But don't expect a big graphics upgrade that will upgrade the whole game. No, I don't have Discord. New powers, there's no words on whether we'll get new powers or not. Well, let's go for that one. Whether we're going to get new powers or not, we have no idea. Yeah, an upgrade to Starwood Defender could be nice, depending on what they end up doing. For the next power, there's no way to know what they're going to do. I could tell you what I wish they would do. Like, I wish they would give us a size-changing power. But for them to actually do a power, we don't know. We have no idea what they're going to do. But personally, I would love a side-chaining power, or I would love a power like a Plastic Man or Elongated Man. And that's pretty much the only power we need to be able to recreate the Fantastic Four in this universe online. Like, we can recreate a pretty darn good version of the Human Torch. Sorry about that. We can even recreate a pretty good version of the Thing, of Invisible Girl. The only one we can't really recreate is Mr. Fantastic. The Flash biography? I'm not sure. Are you talking about a collection, or?
That's far enough.
My guess is that you're talking about the collection. It's basically one of many collections that you need for certain styles. It's a collection you need. I think it's for the Flash Cowl, the Black Flash Cowl. If you gather all the collections, you can get the... It's either the Black Flash Cowl or the Negative Speed Force material. I forget which one. I would have to look it up. Is it Negative Speed Force? Okay, yeah. So it's one of the collections for the Negative Speed Force. Well, let's give everyone a little bow. Oh yeah, and in case you guys didn't notice, we have a new leaderboard. So you can see now we have information like the most damage, boss damage done, as opposed to only just the most damage done. We have the most damage received. So if we look at this, we can see like we can see all the damage, and we can see the boss damage, and then we can see the healing, we can see the power given, the damage received, and so on. So So it's a pretty, for those of you who didn't see that, it's a pretty neat upgrade. Visually, it looks a bit nicer than it used to. Yeah, 80 million, that doesn't surprise me. It's the negative speed force is pretty much in demand. Serum, they were supposed to add. They were talking about adding the serum power at some point, but I think it was a little too close to like encouraging drug use or something.
I'm glad you've come. I need your help with
Let's
taking
switch to
the spark
Troll.
of ion to the central power battery. But there's an army of orange lanterns between here and there. We cannot allow the spark's light to fade. Oh, and don't worry about Sinestro. This time he's on our side.
No, it's I will show you. I have the Speed Force material. So if you give me after this mission, I will show it to you.
I can tell this is gonna be fun. Is that Sinestro? Relax, Sinestro's here to help. Admit it, Sinestro, you missed the old days.
Even if I did, reminiscing is pointless. As I see it, nothing has changed.
Ah, that's good. The Jigaric helmet looks really nice. It's something that I've used with my Flash character for quite a bit, until we finally got the Flash Cowl. So now, obviously, I have armories with both styles. Oh, sorry, Kamal, if you... On the plant style? I could try. From what I remember, the plant style I think is available during the spring seasonal. But to tell the truth, I would have to look it up. It's been a while. And if you're wondering why I switched to controller, we'll do fine even if we're not both DPSs. And as a controller, I should be able to let our friend Joey do most of the DPS.
My ring's power's already low. I need to use the charging station.
I'll keep this door sealed. Earthers, destroy the rest of those constructs so Jordan can recharge his ring.
In brightest day, blackest night.
Ah, you can recreate some pretty nice Jagaric styles.
Let those who worship evil's
If you have the shock jock style, you can come up with a pretty neat version of Jagaric. Obviously, it's not 100% accurate, but it's as close as you can at this time.
We're almost there. Let's go.
No idea what that is. Let's give it a chance. I think you have to be like 133 or 135. It's above 130, but I forget exactly how much.
Wait. Before we go in there, we need a plan.
Welcome back, Panther. That's actually a Captain Marvel style, but yeah, it does kind of look. The cowl looks like the Atom a bit.
If we're going to stand a chance in there, I can't let the spark hold me back.
Like, technically, this is the Marvel
That's why I'm
version of
giving
Captain
you
Marvel
the
from the
threat.
70s.
Are you sure that's wise, Jordan?
We don't have time for whys. Besides, I trust
But the
my
call
friend.
does look like the
spark will
Atom.
stay lit.
Just hurry up.
At least a version of the
Feel a
Atom.
surge of energy, but don't worry. They will beware your power. Now we're talking. No more holding back.
Um, that's a tough call because they can both. I would say the Atom. I'm not sure if I have the full energy armor. I think I'm still missing a few pieces. Either I'm missing a few pieces or I have a weird mismatch, like half energy armor and half like elite energy armor, if it makes any sense. Ah, you got the Kryptonite aura? Oh, lucky you. Now I'm green with NG. With envy.
We did it.
Jordan, you're not alone.
Sorry, I missed a few.
Romulus?
Actually, I like them all. I like Jay Garrick, I like Barry Allen, I like Wally West, and I like Bart Allen. I like them all for various reasons.
My ring's charge is low.
The first Flash I was familiar with, like pretty much everyone was, well, like a lot of people, was Barry Allen. That was my Flash for until he died sadly during Crisis on Infinite Earth. Took me a while to get used to Wally being the Flash, but after a decade or two, I finally got used to it, and I stopped thinking of the Flash as Barry Allen, and it pretty much became Wally at the time. Yeah, I watched all the CW shows. My favorite season has to be the first season of The Flash. That was by far the best of them all. Although overall, if I take into account all the seasons, I would have to say Arrow is probably my favorite series of them all. So we'll take just a minute to show the negative Speed Force material to our friend Costas. Anytime now. Ah, come on. So that is pretty much what the negative Speed Force material looks like. And as you can see, even the hair can have the negative Speed Force material if you want to. The only drawback, as you can see, is that the eyes are completely covered. To get the negative Speed Force material, sadly, there's only one way. You have to gather all the collections for the material. So let's go quick. Didn't realize there was so many materials that had been released. So you need the Flash biography, so you were asking about that. You need the Allen family tree, you need the Thawne family tree, you need the Tachyon amplifier device, you need the 25th century physics test, you need the atomic clock gear, the anti-friction chemical formula, the cosmic treadmill servo, the incomplete Speed Force formula, the tiny broken lightning bolt, the complex timeline diagram, and book of rewritten history. I made a video about that if you want to. So basically, you need all that in order to be able to get the negative Speed Force material. I can't really, short than buying the collections for you, I can't really help you getting the materials. The collection location video, I'll see what I can do about that. But usually, like if you look at the negative, I did make a negative Speed Force material video already. And if you look at that video, usually I will mention what collections you need and where the collections actually could come from. So let's see. Sorry, I'll have to go back a bit. Sorry, it's a long one. I understand why some people have a weird name sometimes. Sadly, with the name filter, sometimes you have to choose names that aren't ideal or that will be a bit convoluted. So that should do it. Oh, 6 path, you're pretty low level. We won't be able to play many missions, sadly. The arms I have is it's the cosmic Greco-Roman style. Oh, you scared me for half a second. 6 path. So let's see what else we could play. Actually, we could try and cure for some 8-player missions, maybe. Sorry, Joseph, no extra emblems. Flash or otherwise. What's wrong with 6-path? Ah, that's a pretty cool Jay Garrick. Let's add this one. I haven't played that one in a long time. Well, let's give a little bow to our friend here. Pretty cool looking Red Lantern. The Hades style? I have the Cloak of Hades, if that's what you're talking about. I think you need to gather certain collections. I probably made a video about that. I would have to look it up. From memory, honestly, I don't recall. Oh, I have nothing to salvage. Now I'm so sad.
You'll need to bring them to any museum entrance.
That is strange. I'm not sure why there's some uber lag all of a sudden. Oh well. Thanks, Brian. Quantum powers are pretty cool. So let's go see our friends. So one more and we'll be good to go. On this map, the biggest challenge is trying to keep the whole group together. Usually, people will go left and right. After this mission, Lambula, sure, I could invite you.
You've recovered enough equipment to cover our immediate needs. Thank you. Now we need to analyze the most recent ruptures. Shut them down, and we'll monitor the temporal energy readings from here. This should give us the data we need to pinpoint the latest paradox event.
Okay, let's start with this one here. I'm glad you liked it, Brian. Oh, it's okay.
By closing those ruptures, you've slowed down the encroaching paradox creatures. That should buy us time to complete our analysis. Unfortunately, it looks like we have a new problem. A giant creature has appeared near the museum. You must drive it back before it becomes a threat to the building.
Hello, Malik. Yeah, there was a bit of lag when I started on the map. Now it seems to be fine, but
And you bought us the time we needed. Head to the museum. Batman will contact you with further instructions.
Thanks, Malik. DC is pretty cool.
I've received the data from Dr. Charles. The paradox ruptures are a reaction to an event that occurred in Gotham City. The Flash is helping send heroes to targeted locations. He can give you a lift. And remember, this Gotham may be quite different.
For those who were asking about the Man-Bat trinket, you can see our friend Six Path is using it.
Heads up. We're tracking an unexpected energy spike from the Speed Force. It could mean that another traveler has entered the tunnel. So be ready for anything or anyone.
I think we have one of the rogues that came in, or I guess not. Yeah, sorry about that, Brian. I'm not sure why he does that. I'm still missing a collection here, so if some of you guys know where the collection actually is.
That does not bode well for this version of Gotham City. Take a look around, but watch your back. Something is off about this place.
Connection lost.
I need a hand here!
Victim ID recognized. Initializing protection protocol.
Say hello to my
Yeah, it's some sort of Batman gauntlet.
You guys can take down mechs. I thought Mr. Wayne was assassinated.
Connection lost.
It's been a long time since I dropped under the map. Used to happen quite a lot when I was playing on PS3, but since I've been playing on PS4, I don't think it ever happened just yet. We shouldn't have gone too close to that little guy. Oh well. Oh, thank you, Malik. Just give me a second, I need to look something up. See you later, Malik. But hopefully we'll see you next time. So let's look for those been a while since I was on this map. I have no idea. I know that I'm missing some briefing because I don't have the gauntlets, but I have no idea how many I'm actually missing.
Where the hell did you guys even come from? Okay, I'll talk.
How many spell points? Not sure. 248.
Disturbance detected. Engaging target.
Hey, man! Clearly, Wayne Corps is involved with the criminal activity here. But we need more information. Target the larger robotic units and take their comm chips. We can use them to hack the Wayne Corps relay system and redirect some of their comm chatter to your communicator.
Ah. So let's find ourselves some robots. Where are all the robots when you need them? So we should call you Mini Knight or Mini Arkham?
Say goodbye to your lives.
That's okay, Joseph. I understand.
Help! I'm, being mugged. Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Get him. Ain't so tough now, are you, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, the Jigger style is pretty nifty looking.
And listen to their chatter. That should lead you to whoever is behind this mess.
Usually there's a bit of random for this villain, I think.
That will be a relief for you.
Hey, we got a problem. There's some wise guys busting the heads of our, enforcers. Be on the lookout.
Wayne Corps Incident Report 114. That woman in the cat suit was seen prowling around outside Mr. Wayne's bedroom window again. I notified him right away.
I thought we wiped out all the wannabe superheroes in this city. Wayne Corps assault team, send reinforcements to my position, now!
This is Bruce. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Things are good, Andy.
Not unexpected. The Bruce Wayne of this splintered reality has fallen to corruption, and Gotham has fallen with him. Go to his office, and see if you can find out what changed history to cause this.
Sorry, just trying to find
Wayne Corps Incident Report 45C. Former Commissioner James Gordon has finally been brought to justice. After opposing the privatization of the police force, he went underground. Mr. Wayne then authorized the Protection Act, allowing Wayne Corps access to all communications in the city. It didn't take long for us to root him out.
oh well, next time.
Darling, won't you help me entertain our guests?
Buckle up. Safety first, you know.
That's the family reunion mission. Oh yeah, Legends of Tomorrow is soon. So we're going to stop after this mission. I think. Although I guess our friend Six Path and Deception didn't want to wait, but oh well. Yeah, I still watch Legends of Tomorrow. Well, last week was a really good episode with Constantine. Bye, Brian. See you next time. Last week with Constantine was a pretty good episode. The episode itself was okay, I suppose, but just having Constantine, that alone made it worth it.
The future of LexCorp has never been brighter. Our partners at Wayne Corps are led by none other than Bruce Wayne, my protege. Our joint venture has led to unprecedented prosperity. Together, Bruce and I will lead Metropolis and Gotham into an era of superiority.
Ready, get set.
Luther is after the Wayne family. Break through his forces and help me stop him. Hurry!
I guess you're correct, Eric. It's okay, Xenocron. I didn't expect them to. The closest you can go to first person is something like that. I'm gonna stop after that, Cake. Basically, someone reminded me that there's Legends of Tomorrow coming up. So this will be our last mission for today. I'll probably, if you guys have a few questions before I stop the stream, I'll see about answering your questions. But this will pretty much be it for today, I suppose. Sorry to disappoint you, Cake. Maybe next time. Tomorrow we should do another live stream. And if I recall correctly, basically tomorrow there should not be a new Flash episode. I think the Flash and Arrow are taking a break until after the Olympics, I think. So I don't think there is a TV show tomorrow. So we should be able to play a bit later tomorrow.
I'll cooperate if you let my wife and son leave here.
Get away from them. There isn't much time, but I promise I'll protect you. All of you.
How sentimental. I know why you're here, Batman. But I too have plans for little Bruce.
You'll have to get through me first.
So, you brought an army. Well, so did I. Your plan is... Overseer, lock onto this point in time.
Nexus reinforcements requested.
Hello, Malik. Welcome back.
Nexus reinforcements requested.
Yes, this is how it should happen. Paradox be damned. Go now. Leave us.
Holy crap, that has to be a record. I don't think there is a briefing here. Let's take a quick look. Hey, Talia. It sure is a paradox. So let's see. So I'm still missing a few collections. I'll have to get them. A few briefings, I should say. Actually, I'm missing a lot of briefings. Someday I should probably try and do my diligence and try to get all the briefings I'm missing. We'll see about that. So I'm only missing one of those. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh well. So I guess I'll have to look up where it is exactly. I guess I could have used a radar enhancer or something like that, but oh well. So let's go back to our base. Bye, Xenocron. So that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys have any questions, someone reminded me a little later we have Legends of Tomorrow. So last week's episodes was pretty awesome. It was with John Constantine. And for those of you who are wondering how to make money in this universe online, basically that is how you gather a whole bunch of collections and you sell them, and you sell a lot of them. And sadly, sometimes, as you'll see, they don't sell, so you pick them up and you try to put them back for sale again. That's pretty much the only real way to make money in this universe online. Let's take a quick look. One of the things that's pretty good to make some money is the catalysts. Let's put them price ascending. Like you can see, the cheapest one are 120,000, and that's the Mystic Lightning. I'm not sure why that one is that price, but oh well. But again, you can see even the Electrum shouldn't be that expensive. You can get it from Area 51, but as you can see, it's still pretty pricey. So if you're looking for a good way to make some money, selling catalysts, that could be a good way. But ideally, I go with selling collections. The reason for that, I said it before, but it's good to say it again. For Catalyst, sadly, you're limited to how many times you can run the Catalyst missions. There's a whole bunch of Catalyst missions right now, so you can run a lot of them, but you can only do them once a week unless you start using replay badges. As opposed to with collections, if I just farm and farm and farm collections, I can do that indefinitely. So it's a bit better in my book, with collections and catalysts, although nothing stops you from doing both. What you can do is that you can cure for a mission for catalysts, and while you wait for the mission, you gather collections in the meantime. That's much better than spending like 3 hours just farming for collections. So usually what you'll do is that you'll cure for a mission, and while you wait, you farm for collections. Once your mission is ready, you go into your mission, play the mission, and then when you wait for your next mission, you farm and farm for catalyst again. If you are able to make some money with time capsules, I guess that's a good alternative. The sad thing with time capsules is that unless you're really lucky, usually the items you get are not worth that much money. Unless you're lucky and get some really valuable items, more often than not, the items you get. I always thought that opening time capsules for me was not a good way to make money, because very often I'll open, I don't know, 20 time capsules, and even selling everything that's in those 20 time capsules, I'll barely make a couple of millions at most. As opposed to if I farm and farm for collections, I can make as much money as I sell collections. So unless you're really lucky and get the one rare item in the time capsules, or the one of the few rare items in the time capsules, I always thought that opening time capsules to try to get some money, not really a good option in my book. But what can you do? So that's going to be it for now, guys. So not sure what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll play with one of our other characters. I guess we'll have to wait and see tomorrow for that. So that's going to be it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to watch Legends of Tomorrow tonight. Bye-bye.